All right, man, coming at you guys again. Now I could say YouTube and Rumble because I put the same video on Rumble. I put them on X too, man. That's kind of a X has turned into kind of a, I don't even know what to call it, man. I got a lot of followers, a lot of lady followers, but it's not because of my looks. I'll guarantee you that. Okay. It's not because I'm some young stud, because I'm a 67-year-old man. I go to the gym, but okay. In all the video or all the little messages, they always ask, am I married? How old am I? I even had one of them send me a direct message and ask me how much money did I have. And I did. Okay, well, like I said, I just can't believe some of the stuff that I see on there. And you guys, if you guys look at X, you're just going to see all these women in these, with these saggy breasts and everything, and got their legs just all. But I don't even know what to say about it more. But like I said, I'm promoting my business. Okay, but I just scan them over, and I have had a couple of really good, a couple of really super nice ladies chat with me on X, and I actually had two students. I believe they're in the university. Two lovely young ladies from Indonesia that I chatted with yesterday. They were asking me a lot of questions about what it was like to be a teacher, and they wanted to speak to a foreign teacher. They're asked, their take on teaching. What are some of the good things, and what are some of the bad things? And I told them I had about a 40-minute conversation with them. Extremely nice young ladies, both of them. If they're listening, really had a good time listening to you guys, talking with you. They just asked me questions like, what did I like about teaching? What didn't I like about teaching? I wasn't a teacher before I came to Cambodia. Came over here, and I told them one of the most difficult things about teaching English and math over here in the schools is a vast majority of the students have no self-discipline. They have no self-control. Their families, like I said, I live out in the villages, man, the suburb, whatever you want to call it. And the kids just run around out here, no shoes on, chasing chickens and cows, and the parents send them to school. Maybe they don't. They do their homework. Maybe they don't. Throw bottles in class. Their families don't teach them respect. Their families don't teach them how to behave in public because the families don't do it. They either they're so busy trying to make a few dollars to survive. And the people that live out here in the really poor villages, if you guys look into my videos, you're going to see a lot of times where they live, they grow their own vegetables, and they pick their own mangoes, and they have chickens, and they get eggs, and they have pigs that they slaughter and do whatever they do. And they're going to eat, and they're going to have a shack they're going to live in. But if they want money, so they can go put gasoline, or here they call it petrol, in their moto or any kind of machinery, or pay their minimal light bill or whatever, even if they have electricity. Any of those kinds of things, buy school supplies or clothes, they got to have money. Okay, so like I said, a lot of the families, education is way down on the list. I believe Cambodia is like 122nd on the education thing, and a lot of them believe when they watch movies in the USA, and I've tried telling them it's not true. A lot of them believe that when they watch movies, that everything they see in that movie is AI, and I said, it's not. And they said, yeah, it's AI. And I said, no, the movie was made in 2013. They didn't have AI. Well, maybe they had AI. We just didn't know about it. But all they know is the poverty village that they live in. So, but like I said, I live My home now is Cambodia. Okay, this is more than likely where I will die. This is my home. I don't. If people ask me when I go back to the USA, where are you from? I'm going to say Cambodia, man. That's just what I'm going to tell them. Say I was born in San Francisco, California, but I don't want to. I have no use for that place. That's one of the reasons I'm going back. I'm taking everything out of California. Anything except for my bank, because I've used the bank for so long, and I know the ladies over there. I can just call on the phone and get money wire transferred over. It's not a big deal. It's easy for me because they've known me for so long. But I still have a California driver's license. I have a CDL, and all I got to do is come back over here to Cambodia again, and they don't require me because I have a driver's license, a current driver's license. If you have a current driver's license, all you have to do is hand over your old driver's license, and I believe they punch a hole in it, but I could be mistaken. Anyways, and then they give you a Cambodian license, but it has the same endorsements. You know, drive a car. On mine, I have a motorcycle endorsement, and I have a CDL endorsement. So they will give me all the same endorsements. I don't know what the cost is for it, but I'll even get rid of that. That will be, except for my bank, man, that will be the last bit of information, the last bit of anything from California. And the only reason I'm keeping my bank, Bank of Stockton, shout out to Bank of Stockton, is because I've been using them for, man, almost probably close to 25 years. I don't know. I'd have to figure it out. But just really good people. It's a local bank. I don't like the big banks. I just, you're just a person to them. They don't care. They go through so many people. But most of the ladies that work in the main branch in Stockton, California, have been there for a long time. They're not just ladies, just the people inside, and I haven't seen them for a while, so I'm going to go back over there and go see them. I was watching some stuff on YouTube. Like I said, I get all my news from YouTube. I'm on a VPN, so I get to kind of shop around, see where I want to look at the news from. And there's an individual, 15 years old. Okay, he has been arrested. I'm looking over my paper to make sure it's correct. He has been arrested since 2023. Okay, 15 years old. 55 times for car theft. 55 times for car theft. Okay, 45 times for breaking into cars. Okay, he's been arrested 111 times since 2023. He's 15. He's still on the street. What you want to bet his name is Tyrone or Devon or one of those kind of names. Okay. Where's his mom and daddy, man? 2023, that means he's been doing it since he's 12 years old. They're going to let a 12-year-old kid that's out running around on the streets like that? They've even caught him with guns and all kinds of... It's just, that's the kind of stuff that I escaped when I left the United States. Okay. That's the kind of stuff that I escaped. The school shootings. I'm a big size guy. I'm like almost 6'3", weigh about 230, 240. I'm right around there. And like I said, if you can look at my profile picture, you can tell the kind of people I hung out with. Okay, I can take care of myself, but you see, I have a wife and daughter. And that's why they're going to stay here while I go to the USA, because I'm going to be busy, and they're going to want to get out and about. And my wife and daughter are not street smart. Okay, they're smart, but they're not street smart. They can be end up in the wrong place at the wrong time, and something bad could happen. I don't want my daughter. I made the decision. I don't want my daughter in any of those U.S. schools. They probably have some nice ones, but they're really expensive. And over here, like I said, we pay for her to go to a private school. It's not cheap. It's kind of cheap for us, but it's not cheap for a lot of people. It's like $5,000 a year. And she's learning English, Khmer, the Cambodian language, and Chinese. And she is number 3 in her grade level for Chinese. They're getting ready to take some tests. I believe she's number 7 in English, which is kind of bizarre because I speak a lot of English with her. But you know, that's for the reading and writing and everything else. And then I don't know what number she is in the Cambodian in the Khmer class, but she's a really good student, studies hard, and I tell her all the time, man. I show her videos of the people, you know, and homeless people living underneath bridges and Skid Row, all that kind of stuff, man. I said, all those people live in the United States, man, all of them. I said, there's millions and millions of people living in the United States who are just so lazy, won't get up and do anything, man. Won't even take care of their own kids, doing the drugs, stealing cars, running into stores, just grabbing stuff and running out. And this is just the beginning, folks. This is just the beginning. And I don't watch. I like watching Tim Pool. I've liked listening to Candace Owens and some other personalities, or Styx Hexenhammer. I like listening to those people, but sometimes I don't, because I read their the title of their video, and I don't care about all that crap. I don't care about they fighting with one another and arguing with one another and all this. I don't care about none of that. All those elites, man, they're just sitting back laughing and laughing and laughing. See, they want you guys divided, man. That's what they want. They want the United States divided up and civil, because then they can steal whatever they want. Okay. So that's what's probably going to end up happening. I'm going to predict it happening next year. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But Cambodia is my home. Okay. Don't have to worry about no gun violence over here. Like I said, even the police, man, they got to leave their guns at the police station. And I got security cameras everywhere at my house. And like I said, I'm a pretty big guy. I hung out with a lot of people that you better be able to take care of yourself. If not, you're gonna have some problems. So, anyways, I have a very good home defense system. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's not appropriate for me to tell you. But it's nice and quiet. It's not a gun and nothing like that. But it's kind of my own little invention, and never had to use it, but I do have it. So, like I said, they don't have all the gun violence and the violent crime over here. They just don't have all that kind of stuff, all that craziness. And pretty much wherever you go, we had to go into the city today. I took some really cool videos of the downtown. When I say downtown area, I'm talking about down there by the Mekong River, the waterfront. I'll put them out as some shorts, maybe tomorrow, next day, I don't know. And you can see all the big, beautiful office buildings. They keep that area down there. That's where all the tourists go. That's where all the passport bros go. And that's where all the influencers go, because sometimes out here where we live at, they don't really have very good restaurants. They just have these little alongside the road kind of things. And my wife eats at them because she's lived here all of her life, and my daughter and my mother-in-law. But I don't eat those kind of places. Okay, if I want to go to a restaurant, I go to a nice restaurant. Okay, and most of the nice restaurants are down there in the tourist area. But we'll be down there sometimes on Friday or Saturday night, coming back from a restaurant or going to one usually in the evening, and we'll see these influencers or passport bros or whatever, and they got the circular light, and they got somebody filming them on the camera, and they're standing there with a microphone with really nice something beautiful behind them, man. But they don't come out here to the villages and the provinces. I ain't never seen them out here. Okay. I go into the province sometimes. I seldom go there because it's just nothing out there for me. It's just way more poverty, and I just don't go. So, but I've been a lot of places in Cambodia. I've been all over this country, and I've been places where people look at me like they're like they never seen a foreigner. For somebody with so white skin and gray hair and old, they might have seen them on TV, but they never seen one in real. Like I've had children run. Because I'm a big guy and I'm white and I don't look like them, and I try talking to them. I say, "Hey, what's up? What you doing, little guy or little girl? What you doing, man? You got a toy?" Then they just run. They don't know what to do. They don't understand what I'm saying, and all they've ever seen is Cambodian people. So they just kind of freak out a little bit. But anyways, I took some really nice videos showing you guys where you could possibly work. A lot of those big buildings that I filmed are office buildings. They're corporate offices. They got banks in there. They got all kind of stuff. And then I filmed a whole bunch of nice condos. Like I said, I didn't go inside. Didn't have time. We had to go down to the downtown area today. We stopped at a Chinese restaurant. And if you saw this little Chinese restaurant from the outside, if you just drove by it, you can look at the video, because I did take a picture of it. I did take a video of it when we stopped. But if you saw this place, you'd be like, man, that is not. But I have been eating there for years, and you can get a big bowl, I mean a big bowl of noodles and vegetables and meat. It's like a soup thing. I don't know what you call it. It's just noodles and meat and vegetables. But there was the three of us, me, my wife, and my mother-in-law. The three of us ate for $5. Can't beat it. And I mean, it is really, really good food. It's in the downtown area. Like I said, where they have a lot of tourists. When you go, we were at today, man, you've seen a lot of foreigners that come down there, and you can tell they're foreigners. They're not from Cambodia. So anyways, you guys allow those people over there, to get away with all that stuff they do. You guys allow it, and you tolerate it. I want to know where the men are, man. Where are you men? Stand up to these people. Okay? Stand up to these people. Okay? You put on some neighborhood watch of your own, man, and you go out there. You go out there, man. Maybe you want to play some baseball at night. You know what I'm saying? You go out there with 4 or 5 men deep. Maybe you want to play some baseball. Know what I'm saying? So, and you go out there and you take control back of these neighborhoods, man. Make it safe for your women and your children, man, because it's not safe right now. Like I said, I don't want to send my daughter to any school in the USA, man. Got school shootings. I don't want to have to deal with that stuff, man. I just don't. So, my suggestion to you guys is to get out of there, okay? You got a place to come if you don't wait for too late, because either they won't let you leave, you won't have the money to leave, or you won't have any left on your credit card, because I'm going to charge you later. I'm going to charge you some money to leave. Okay? You want me to help you come on over here? I went and got one of the things I had to go down there for real quick, because I had to go get my work card. Okay? I do everything legal. I have a business visa, which allows me to have a business, run a business, work in a business, and I have a work card. Okay, without those two things, they catch you, man. They can boot you out the country and never let you come back. And this is where my wife and daughter live. And this is where my house is. So I just do whatever. And it's not that much. I mean, between the two of them, maybe $600. And for the Khmer, they can't afford that. For me, $600 it's not that much. So, anyways, like I said, I had to go down there today, and they to tell you the kind of people I know, I don't even have to go to the government building. You have to go to a government building to go get it, but I got people in the city that will go do it for me. Okay? And same thing with renewing my visa, man. I don't have to go to these offices and wait in line and sit over there and wait trying to speak to somebody. I just go to one office over here, and if you guys look at my video short, you're going to see where I went. I've been going there since I've been coming here for years. And they know me in there, and they handle business for me, man. And I appreciate it. I usually give them a tip, Christmas bonus, something like that. I won't be here for this Christmas anyway. So, I got another subscriber, man. I got another subscriber on my Live Rich Cambodia. I got 22 subscribers, and I got one more subscriber on Goodbye USA, man. I got 16 now. I want to thank you guys. I don't know who you were that subscribed, but whoever you were, man, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And even if you don't subscribe and you're watching this video, man, thank you so much. But I do need that one finger. I do need that one finger. I gotta get a plastic finger somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'll saw one off a mannequin. I don't know. Anyway, so you guys have a good one, and I had a kind of busy day, so I'm gonna do this video real quick, and then I'm gonna slam them on some Rumble, and then I'm fixing to probably wait for my daughter to come home, kiss her, and talk to her for a little bit, and then I like I said, I got a little bit of time left. I'm leaving next week. So anyways, you guys have a good one, man. Be careful out there.